Hello everybody, Nick here. So on a few of my videos, I've been getting some comments about what they should do in order to cope with this existence. What you can do to continue on in this realm, on this prison planet. And I'll give you an example of one comment that I had about a month ago or so, and I had a lot of them. That was actually one of my most successful videos, and that was literally just me getting out, voicing, you know, what I had to say. Sometimes it's nice to get it off your chest, and it comes out organically. But anyways, in this video, someone was saying that I had saved their life, and I don't know really how, because I was literally just talking about how so many people are not enjoying their human experience. But if I've helped anybody, I'm glad. I mean, I'm just I'm just another guy, another human being, living this experience. I never asked to be here. None of us asked to be here. The human race never asked to be here, to be honest. But if I'm able to help people by sharing my experience and my thoughts on what the hell's going on, like what is this place? What are we here for? Why are we here? I, I I'm glad I can help people. I didn't actually do these videos as the sole purpose of that. I did it just to sort of because I had to channel my thoughts, and I also did want to build a community to see how many people out there thought like the same as I did, had the same, like-mindedness. But another comment I got in a video just the other day was like, how do I continue to go on? What can I do to continue to go on? Which is a great question, because sure, I could go on and on about how shitty the world is, how there's only problems. It seems like we're in a continual loop all the time. And I will continue to do those videos because I think I have to keep repeating the same thing so more people can see it. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how people can see what this is. I think it's hard to accept truth when it's really, really tough. When it's something that it's an ugly truth, you don't want to accept it. And that was with me when I first discovered all of this, and I started going down rabbit holes and really thinking about things. Yeah, so I've come to the stage of acceptance, and I'm also, like many of you, trying to cope with this shit. I was a happy person overall, even stuck in the system kind of thing for many years, my 20s and 30s. As a teen, I mean, kid as a teen, you don't know shit. You don't know anything about the world. You're just having fun with with your friends and whatever. But as you start getting to your 20s and you start having more responsibility and as an adult, and then into your 30s and you're seeing you're aging, and it's like, what the hell? You start asking these kind of questions. What's going on? But anyway, how to cope with this stuff? How do I do it? I mean, there's never 100% solution different people, different things are going to help different people. But I can tell you what helps me and what could possibly help you. I changed my country. I was very unhappy even before I started going down this road of, existential crisis about, existence and all that stuff. I was unhappy even before that, so I looked for ways to get out. I needed more sunshine. I needed literally a breath of fresh air, tropical climate. So I left Canada and came to Brazil. I had come here over the years on vacation, and I started, kind of realizing this is a better life for people who need, sunshine and more vibrant culture, more vibrant lifestyle. You can also get a calm lifestyle here if you want to. Like I'm living in a small town, and I hear no noise right now. Like a constant quiet. All I can hear is nature, and that in itself is absolutely calming. Sometimes you get the odd motorcycle. I mean, this country loves their fucking motorcycles. They're really, really irritating because a lot of people take the muffler off or whatever. I don't know. It's to all its faults here in Brazil, it's got a lot of niceties too. I mean, it's a pretty dangerous country, but if you can find a nice little corner, a little safe spot, you'll really like it here. You gotta learn the language too. But enough about my home. So the nature really helps. I'm gonna show you guys also in this video kind of like what I have in my backyard, which kind of really is like a kind of like a sanctuary of like a garden sanctuary, and it's got all kinds of nice things there. It really makes a difference living here. I don't live too far from the beach as well. I mean, I could walk there. It's about a half an hour walk. I could take the bus or Uber or whatever. The beach is really calming as well, especially for people like me who have anxiety issues. Really, really makes a difference. I mean, some people don't like the beach. Some people don't like hot weather. That's fine. I mean, then you got to find things in your own home country to help you cope with how shitty this world is. Like, I couldn't take 6 months of winter or 4 months of winter in Canada. It was just too much. Didn't have much to do. Probably should have started this channel way back then because I had so much time, especially during the apocalypse, the COVID stuff or whatever. So what else can help you? I would say getting some exercise, which I've been lacking this last little while. I should get back into it. Even just a brisk walk. If you can go for a 30-minute walk every day, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, it makes all the difference. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's temporary relief. Everything is temporary. So it don't matter if you do it or not. When I say that is, I mean, everything is going to end no matter what. That's what you have to also come to terms with. Everything ends no matter what. Any living creature that's on here will die. Everything just comes to an end. So everything is finite. What you want to do is find a comfortable wave, like kind of like surfing. You want to pick up that wave and just go with it because it's more calming that way. If you're constantly under stress and sickness and whatever, what's going to happen? You're going to feel like shit all the time. You're going to be having more suffering, which is inevitable in this world. Suffering is part of the game in this thing called life. I don't know why. I don't know who created this. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to probably get the God comments and the religious comments, and that's fine. I respect you. I don't have anything against you people for religious beliefs, but why was everything created this way? I mean, we could say we're in a matrix, and a lot of actually leading scientists are starting to lean that way, which is interesting enough. But yeah, so you want to try and find a way to be as calm as possible, not have the adrenaline pumping all the time, the cortisol pumping all the time, because that's just going to make your experience, just even more awful. If you have depression issues, I'm not a doctor, I'm not trying to treat you, but I'm saying you got to find ways to also get that under control. I mean, I would avoid taking pharmaceutical drugs personally. I would never take them. I never had depression, but I've definitely had moments where I was feeling really down, and to pull yourself out of that's very difficult because I don't know what it is. There's a lure of being down in like a dark hole. I don't know how to explain it otherwise, but there's some sort of pull that makes you feel comfortable in the misery. And sure, I'm not the happiest guy because of this existence we have, this world. Everything's sort of falling apart, really. But you got to start not thinking about that as well. You got to also focus on what you can do for yourself. What pleasures you can get out of life. I mean, if you like sports, do that. If you like arts and crafts or whatever, do that. The key is to keep busy and find things you enjoy doing. I know that some people probably don't have many things that they enjoy doing, but that's really the only way. Because if you sit there stewing about, and watching the news is also a big no-no. I mean, I barely watch that, especially here in this country. So you really have to find ways to keep calm. Meditation is a good one. Listening to soothing music. Do whatever you feel like you want to do. That's all I would say. Do what you want to do. One of the other things that I've noticed that a lot of people do that brings problems onto them and doesn't allow them to continue on in this life. There's a lot of things that can bother us. But a lot of people don't know how to say no to other people. I'm very good at it. I enjoy saying no. And I think a lot of people get into, uncomfortable situations where they do things they don't want to do. So many people do things they don't want to do. I'm going to probably say this so many times. You'll probably hear it in a lot of videos, but it's a big one because I think people feel like they have to do what society wants them to do. They have to do what their friends and family want them to do. And if they say no, they get that pressure and the comments. And so what I mainly am trying to say here is don't give a shit what anybody thinks. It's a big one. It's an important one. Do not care, and it'll make so many things easier, and I'm talking about on all facets of your life. Like, what are they going to think if I wear this, or what are they going to think if I say this, or if I read this, or whatever you do in your life, whatever you enjoy doing, you just have to not care. I know that's easier said than done, but I'm still working on it myself. But you have to find a way to just not give a shit, and not give a shit about many things in life. That's the key. Do what you want to do without giving any fucks. That's my advice, basically. Stop doing the 9 to 5. Find a way to get out of it. If you're miserable in the 9 to 5, get out of it. I'll give you another little tip. When I left my 9 to 5 job, I started working teaching English online here. I started actually in a school, but then I started doing online because I felt it was better for working from home, and either way, it helped me make an income so that I could, provide for myself. And I didn't have a lot of money back then, and I still don't have a lot of money now, but it really does help you if you can get the clientele. You can be your own boss, and if you're earning in like US dollars or any other currency other than the local currency, you will do well. Because, and when I say that, I mean you earn the currency here, but if you convert it, you're making a good amount of money. So I would suggest make a change in your life if you need to make a change. If you're just sick of the routine, if you're sick of the mundane 9 to 5, that's a big one. That's one that's going to really make a change, a big difference in your life. Because I think that's one of the things that's really is a big bother to a lot of people, is that they're sick of the job, they're sick of their boss, they're sick of the routine. Sure, I get it. A lot of people, they can't because they have family or whatever. I totally get that. But I'm saying if you're a single person, or if you're in a relationship and you have no kids, you can make changes. If you're unhappy with the person you're with, make a change. I think a lot of people are too comfortable with the status quo and don't have the courage to change because people are afraid of change. It's one of the big fears that this human race has. I don't know. I like change. I embrace it. I don't like change when it's all the time. Like if it's today, tomorrow, then you know what I mean. Fast paced change. But I don't mind like next year if I move to another place. I'm okay with that. You know, these things. This is part of this existence. So you just got to do what you want to do. And I'm not saying go and break the law and all that stuff. I'm definitely not saying that. Don't do whatever you want to do. But I mean, you know, if it's not hurting anybody else, that's when you want to do whatever you want to do. If it's not affecting or hurting anybody else, do it. That's what I say. Stop listening to what people say. Stop listening to society. It's, you know, that's just the way it's got to be. So what I'm going to do now is, and if any of you have any recommendations to cope with things, what I was mentioning about depression, actually, I didn't finish that, but I would say what helped me was breathing techniques, meditation, and proper diet. I know all this stuff, it's a lot more things to have to do. I take supplements, certain supplements, things like that. Just research your own, but these really, really helped me. Good sleep as well is very important. But yeah, so what I was gonna do now is show you guys my little kind of sanctuary garden in my backyard. And it's a great place where I can just sort of relax and take it easy. So let's head there now. And I was gonna say also, if any of you have any suggestions for me or for my viewers, how to cope with this, you know, existence in this prison planet, write it in the comments below. Today I actually feel pretty good. I feel pretty good today. So let's check out my sanctuary right now and show you a little bit of the nature here in my newly adopted country of Brazil. Okay, so here's the backyard. Let's check it out. I need some WD-40. Some tomatoes. I think these are not raspberries. I forget the name. This was supposed to be a barbecue area. Aloe vera plant. Here's some a bush of a very popular, kind of a bitter fruit, but it's not bad. You can make a good. They have a juice here. I think this is called acerola. I still have to clean up around here. Another aloe vera plant. It really is kind of bitter. What a relaxing spot. View of the house. Over here. Papaya tree. Can't remember what else we have over here. Planted some pineapples. Pineapple plant. Orange tree. So that's my nice backyard garden. Very sunny day today. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my little oasis back there. It really is calming, especially when I'm out there for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I kind of lose track of time when I'm back there. I will go back as soon as I finish this video to pick some of those fruits and maybe make a juice out of it. So it's very calming to be in nature. Very, very calming. I even go back there in barefoot. It looks like there's sand on the ground, but it's actually like it's soil, and then there's like a covering. It gets very dry, so yeah. I hope this information helps you guys, because it's not easy dealing with this world and this life, the matrix, the trap that we're all in. But I'm hanging in there the best I can. You know, I work with what I can. Just that's what it is, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Just one day at a time, and try to do the things you want to do. Yeah, it is basically, that's it for today's video. I mean, I'm trying to think of something else that I do to cope with this, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any types of drugs, so I don't have that way to cope. I think that's kind of a shitty way to cope with it, but that's just me. I mean, I feel like crap after. So if you can find a place for yourself to get away from the craziness, I recommend it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Another one will be coming very shortly, and hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're just passing by for the first time. If you enjoy advice videos and me talking about what's on my mind. But yeah, thanks again. And remember, hang in there. I love you all. Thank you for the support. And we'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.